Alright, you guys, we're gonna make a video on the Apex Legends today. What your Apex Legends says about you. Um, there's a lot of tier lists on the internet. Who's the best legend? You know, what do these legends bring to the table? Who's the strongest in this season? What's the best gun? Uh, so this time I thought we'd change it up and see what your legend says about you. So let's get started. If you're a Bloodhound main, you most likely have a pet. It's a good chance you have like a dog or something. Um, I think Bloodhound mains are hardworking. You know, they've worked hard to get through some of these seasons because Bloodhound barely got buffed like this season and last season. So if you've stuck around from Bloodhound season 0 all the way to like now, you know, you're a real trooper. You don't give up. You know, you gotta respect that. Also, Bloodhound mains are more easily susceptible to being recruited into a cult or a pyramid scheme. There's a high probability of those options being there. Let's move on to Gibraltar mains. You're a Gibraltar main, most likely you're a dad. You're either a father or you're a single mother that, you know, just post pictures of their kids 24/7 on social media, or you just really you're just an overall good person, you know. You're an outstanding member of society, and we don't know what we would do without you. All right, moving on to Lifeline. As a Lifeline main, I'm pretty biased. Lifeline mains, um, Lifeline mains will say a joke, and if you take it as an insult, that's your problem, not mine. Um, Lifeline, in all seriousness, I feel like Lifeline mains want the best for you, whether you want it or not. I think that's the best way to describe Lifeline players. Um, yeah, let's move on to Pathfinder. If you're a Pathfinder, uh, you're probably really into sci-fi, like more than the average person would or should. You also probably like Star Wars. um, what else? Oh, I don't know. Pathfinder players think they're hot shit just because they can press L1 from seasons 1 through 4 and get away with it. Now that's no longer the case, my boy. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hopefully they patch Pathfinder. He's been getting nerfed to the ground. Hang in there, Pathfinder mains. If you drop Pathfinder, you know, you probably, if you're a Pathfinder main and you drop Pathfinder, most likely you went straight to Bloodhound or Wraith, one of those two. Let's keep moving here. Speaking of Wraith, if you're a Wraith player, you're either 14 or you're still emo in your adult years, in your 20s. There's no other way to describe Wraith players. If you're a Wraith main, you probably still listen to like bad garage bands and screamo bands like fucking Three Doors Down, not Three Doors Down, 3 Days Grace, and like Bullet for My Valentine's. Meanwhile, other people, you know, stopped listening to those bands back in like '08 or something. You're still holding on to that. Deep inside, you're still emo. Let's rag on Watson. Watson mains. Watson mains are not funny. They're just not funny. They say a joke and then no one laughs, and they just switch the topic of conversation. Just like me, right? But I'm not a Watson main, so I can't speak for you. Also, Watson players like Minecraft. Octane mains. If you're an Octane main, you might be 8 years old. Either you're 8 years old or you're like the angriest human being ever because things don't go your way. That's the best way to describe Octane mains in a nutshell. If you're an Octane main, you've considered doing hard drugs, but you never did it because you're too scared. All right, moving on, moving on. It's getting too serious. I'm really going in on these legends. Shout out to everyone that's watching. You can put down who your favorite legend is. I promise you, I won't diss them as hard as I'm already doing now. So we're going into Mirage. Mirage mains think they're good at the game because they got like 1 kill during like the whole game. Meanwhile, you already have like 8 or 9 kills. Mirage players are just like Mirage. They don't contribute to anything in the group. they exist. Yeah, that's the best thing I can say about Mirage. They're good people, you know. They got good intentions. I'm glad they buffed Mirage last season, so all the Mirage mains came out of the woodworks. Caustic. If you're a Caustic main, you most likely have like a bajillion conspiracy theories, and you think everyone's dumber than you. You also, 9 times out of 10, you probably have a Reddit account trashing the government. Yeah, that's it. Bangalore mains. If you're a Bangalore main, you were probably never hugged as a child because you're ugly and oh bad. You're also a functioning alcoholic or drug user. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. Bangalore mains, unlike Lifeline mains, will say a joke, and then you don't know if it's either a joke or an insult. But they'll start laughing. Meanwhile, you're in your feelings. Those are Bangalore mains in a nutshell. Crypto mains. Let's see. Where can we start with crypto mains? Crypto mains will tell you that Naruto's the best anime that ever existed, because it's the only anime that they've ever seen. Crypto mains have a Naruto avatar in their social media. Every single social media, it's an anime account. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be Tinder, and they can have an anime profile picture. All right, let's stop bragging on crypto. Revenant mains. Oh man. Revenant mains, they just don't think. They go by the motions. They copy what you do. Revenant mains, they don't they contribute too late into a squad fight. If you go into a squad fight, Revenant mains contribute after everyone dies, and just because they didn't place their ultimate to help out the squad. That's basically a Revenant main in a nutshell. Alright, moving on to Loba. If you are a Loba main, you are the thirstiest human being. You're the thirstiest person in the server. You refuse to drop Loba. She's been butt cheeks since she kind of dropped. If you're a Loba main, you either wish you spoke Spanish, or you wish you had a Latina girlfriend, which it'll never happen, bro. Just drop it. But if you're a chick and you're a Loba main, you're trying to live up to her beauty standards, and sorry ladies, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Alright, Rampart. If you're a Rampart main, well, who am I kidding? There are no Rampart mains. This legend dropped and she's just butt cheeks. But if you are a Rampart main, you probably eat your own boogers still, and probably as a kid, kids would tell you to eat worms and you would just do it. It wasn't even because of a dare, it was probably just because you were hungry. That's Revenant or Rampart. Revenant. I guess Revenant and Rampart are two of the same, except everyone uses Revenant and not Rampart. uh, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Go into the comment section and tell me who your favorite, who you use in Apex, and what kind of tendencies you've noticed on people that use some of these legends. You can rag on me if you want as a Lifeline main. It's fine, I get it. I get it. That's gonna be all for today, you guys. We got disconnected anyway, so maybe that's a sign. Respawn's hearing me. All right, you guys, take it easy. Goodbye.